Hey everyone, this is Professor Eskew. Wanted to just give you a quick recap. I got your self-assessment and reflection papers graded, so you can go out into Canvas, go into grades, or go into the assignment, click it, and you will see that I scored you on a rubric, as I said I would. And then I also left you some comments. So um, that is out there for you. Please go out, look at them, look at the comments. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. But I wanted to summarize, you guys did, for the most part, a outstanding job on your reflection papers. Many of you did exactly what I asked you to do, to take some time and step back and look at yourselves, consider the prompts, and really take a time to say, hey, this is what my goals are, what I want to accomplish. Here's how I want to do it. Here's how it's going to impact me in the future. Here are some concerns I have, and here are ways that you, Professor Eskew, can help me learn best. So I wanted to talk about just a couple sections. So goals, the common themes that I heard throughout all of your reflection papers were two things. One, improving interpersonal communication. And so I think what you're going to find in this course is we talk about that constantly. And primarily for me, the two things that I think are most important in that interpersonal communication is the fact that, one, you need to listen. So a lot of us like to speak, and sometimes we speak over each other, and whether that's intentional or unintentional, without actually listening to what is being said by those around us and trying to understand their perspective before I worry about being understood by what I'm trying to communicate. In other words, communication is a two-way street between the sender and the receiver, and in between there's some noise. And that noise is, are you getting the message? Are you receiving the message that's being sent? Are you considering what is being said before you respond? The other thing I would say that is really, really important is understanding who I am as a person, what my triggers are, how I tend to respond in different circumstances, what my value system is, what my beliefs are, and understanding that in this diverse community that we live in, that those are going to be different with different people. That's even true within your own family unit. What you might value, your partner or your children or your mother, your father, your grandparents, uncles, may not share that same value system. So you need to understand where their values are as well as your values. And so when you communicate, that you don't get offended easily or you get angry easy. You just have to understand that value systems are not the same even within a familiar unit. Everybody has different values, and that impacts the way we communicate. So those are the two things that I saw. Oh, the third thing is being able to apply it. And so most of you work or are working or have worked, or you have lived life. So what I wrote in some of your responses was, if you are working or if you've got life experience, this is a really great class, because as you're learning the theory, you should pause and say, hey, what situation have I encountered this in? And how did I react? How did the other people react? And if I was in that same situation again, would I react differently given what I've just learned? So I'm hoping those things will help. Concerns, you had basically two concerns that I heard over and over. One is flexibility based on schedule, based on the fact that right now our lives have changed dramatically, that everybody's home, or some of you are working 10, 12-hour shifts and then coming home to your whole family unit being there. Some of you are trying to share a computer with your children, with your partner, and so all of those time constraints need to come into play. My response to that is, hey, I get it, and we need to be flexible. So if you are having concerns or you're having needing some accommodations in different areas, the best thing for you to do is simply reach out to me so that we can have a conversation and that I can work with you to accommodate those needs. Okay? It's really important to me, especially during this time and in this course, that you walk away with a really great learning experience, and that the material I think in this course is so valuable that I don't want you to just rush through it for the sake of rushing through it. I want you to take your time with it, spend some time with it, let it get into your heart, get into your mind, so that you can really, really use it. So I am going, well, bottom line is, I guess what I'm saying is, I'm flexible. I will work with you. The second thing you talked about was staying on task. So I hope that I put enough helps in there to help you. So if you look in the announcements, there's always at the beginning of the week an announcement that says, hey, here are the chapters or modules that we are talking about. Here's what they're going to contain, and here's your assignments for the week. And then midway through the week, you should be getting another announcement that says, hey, how you doing? Hope things are going well. Don't forget, here are your assignments for the week. There is also the assignment tab that lists all of the assignments for you and the due dates. And then the third place that I think I put it out there for you is if you click on syllabus. When the syllabus comes up, it should show you the syllabus. You can scroll down. The very last page is the tentative schedule. If you are able to print that off or take a screenshot of it and put it on your desktop, that would be very, very helpful, because it's a calendar that says here every week, here is what we're covering, and here are your assignments, and here's when they're due. So I hope that those things will help you stay on task. Finally, the last thing that you folks said was you hope that we had more discussion boards. Actually, we only have one more discussion board, but because so many of you have said, hey, I'd like to have discussion boards, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to create some discussion boards, and what I'm going to do is those are going to be extra credit. So for those of you that want to participate, we'll give you extra credit for that. And then those of you that just don't have time, don't want to, that's fine. This will be the extra credit opportunities for you. And what I'm going to do is I am a huge proponent of folks staying current in the field that they're working on. And so our field in general is business and communication. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some short reviews on some books that I've either read or am reading that I would suggest for you at some point to pick up and read, because my hope for you is that I inspire you to become lifelong learners. So that means not necessarily college classes, but reading or audiobooks. Some of you said you listen to audiobooks. And get you into the groove of keeping current and always learning that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the book. I'm going to talk about the book. I'll give you some information. I might give you a video, and then I might give you an article or a just some information for you to look at, and then ask you to review it, and I'll put up a prompt and we'll respond to it and have a conversation. Okay? So that's all I have for you. You guys did a really, really, really great job on your self-assessment reflection papers. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Hope you're taking good care of yourself and your families. Talk to you soon.